If you want to know numbers 13 through 16 on my list of 86 things I did on my journey towards healing my gut forever, you are in the right place today. Okay, number 13. Number 13 is that I got rifaximin through an Australian pharmacy. I wanted to put this one on my list because it is super important. If you have my ebook, Reasonable SIBO, I take you through my entire SIBO journey. I take you through everything that I did, all of the ways to still eat FODMAP foods, but reasonably. But in addition, I give you the pharmacy where I was able to get my rifaximin the final 3 times that I took it. The reason this is so important is because if you've ever needed rifaximin for your own SIBO healing, you know that it is very, very expensive. First time I ever needed rifaximin, I think we spent about $1,700 for it, and that's having great health insurance. And I think today a lot of people will message me and tell me, wow, rifaximin is $2,200. Did you actually pay that? The answer is no. I wouldn't have even paid the $1,700 the first time that I paid it had I known about this pharmacy in Australia. It was life-changing because I was able to get the length of prescription that I needed in order to heal my SIBO, at least jumpstart it. And it was, I think, with shipping, with customs, with everything, it was a little over $300. So that is tip number 13, is that I got rifaximin from an Australian pharmacy. All right, number 14. Number 14 is HCl. HCl stands for hydrochloric acid. This is not for everyone, but this is something that massively helped me along my journey. So this is these are betaine HCl pills, and use them in conjunction with your practitioner. But the reason why these saved me along my journey is because one of the culprits and the reasons that I kept relapsing with the SIBO was because I had too low of stomach acid. Many of you have been told that you have too much stomach acid, so you are on different things that are reducing your stomach acid. And if you already have low stomach acid, you could be reducing it even further. For me, I went through a series of an HCl challenge with my practitioner in order to find out that my stomach acid was very low. And when I say I went through a challenge, what I mean is I was up to taking 10 or more of these with meals, and I was feeling no stomach burn. And stomach acid is imperative for digestion and in order to break food down. If you do not have adequate stomach acid, you can have digestive problems galore. I have a lot of articles all about stomach acid, natural ways to help it, and also signs and symptoms if you have too low of stomach acid on AGUTSYGIRL.com. But knowing that I had low stomach acid, coming to that realization and working with my practitioner and using HCl in order to increase it was life-changing for me. That is number 14, HCl. Okay. Number 15 is I added more foods to increase butyrate production. Well, butyrate is a short chain fatty acid, and short chain fatty acids are made by gut bacteria. Therefore, the more butyrate producing foods that we consume and add into our diet, the more of the good bacteria that we will naturally be able to create. Now, this step or this number 15, is not something that I did early on. This is something that for those of you out there who are watching these 86 different things that I did along my gut healing to gut health journey, if you are closer to gut health and you're just wanting to do all the things in order to get the most robust microbiome possible, this is something that can help immensely. So your question is, what are butyrate foods? Here are some of them: almonds, chickpeas, apples, garlic, asparagus, broccoli stems, oat bran, barley, kiwi fruit, brown rice, and more. In fact, I have a whole post that includes 17 foods that can increase butyrate production that I will link to in the notes below. So there you go. Number 15 is I added foods to increase butyrate production. Last, but certainly not least, number 16 is I incorporated L-glutamine into my everyday routine. I have always taken the Now Foods L-glutamine pure powder. This is an empty one. I have just finished yet another tub of it, and I swear by this. So L-glutamine, I've written about it a ton as well. The reason why L-glutamine is so great is for most of you, it's going to do two things. One is it really helps to seal up the intestinal lining. So if you have any sort of leaky gut issues or anything just where you're not tolerating food, or you're really just trying to close up those weakened junctures, they say, and I am living proof, that L-glutamine powder can help with that. The other thing that it does is, for those of you who enjoy working out, they claim that it helps to preserve muscle mass, which is just kind of an added bonus. So with L-glutamine powder, the way that I started with it is I would just take a teaspoon, I would add it into things. It's pretty tasteless. I add it into really anything, and then I just increased from there. By the time I was almost fully healed, I was up to taking probably more than a tablespoon a day. And this is something that definitely worked wonders. It is something that I continue to use, not on a daily basis, but from time to time, definitely on a weekly basis, still to this day. So that is number 16, is incorporating L-glutamine powder. And that's it for today. Numbers 13, 14, 15, and 16, and I will see you for the next 4. Have a great day. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon. Bye.